Fielded in the end zone. It's Ives. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense is on the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Lets it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Key. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Finds his man. It's Hunter. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat missed him, incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down, and the quarterback does.
Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Running to Green.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Finding open areas. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Just keeps slinging it. Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense sniffed that that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Next, going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Trying to punch it in. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Sorsby. Trying to set up the screen. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Gonna run it. It's Walker. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught over the middle. It's Royer. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
With the catch, it's Caldwell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
At the 24-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. They get to him as he throws. With the catch, it's Barney. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Key. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
He's marked down.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
All they need is a field goal to make it a two-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Going to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Huskers are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.